Frank?
Morning, Dean. Morning, Jamie. How are you?
Yeah, good,
Good,
Frank.
thanks.
I mean, look, massive congratulations to that event. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic. As soon as I turned it on, it was knockout after knockout, and I mean, how pleased were with you?
Oh, everybody was really, really pleased. Look, before the show, a few interviews we did, I said, let me tell you, there's no foregone conclusion on any of these fights. They're, especially the main events. I said anything can happen, and it certainly did. There was a few upsets, and it was exciting.
Yeah. What did he make advantage of Joshua's performance?
I thought he boxed extremely well. He started off a little bit cautiously, but he was moving well, picked his shots. Wally just didn't get into the fight, or he didn't let him get into the fight, and it was a really good win for him. It was badly needed.
Yeah. Frank, obviously, the big shock of the night was Joseph Parker beating Deontay Wilder. And look, when you look back at it and you look at the facts of Deontay Wilder, hadn't had too many rounds in the last couple of years, and Joseph Parker, leading up to it, he really fancied himself, and he put on a right good performance.
Look, Joe done terrific. Joseph done brilliantly, and him and his team, Andy Lee, his trainer, done a magnificent job between them. Got their tactics dead right. With Deontay, he's had one round of boxing in 2 years, and it showed. It just wasn't a fight at all. I mean, I gave him one round, he might have shaded another, if that. And, Joseph done a tremendous job on him, and he looked pretty awful. And at no stage in the fight was there any sort of urgency about his work, the fact work that he was behind and he had to go for a knockout. He just couldn't get going.
Yeah. I thought Dimitri Bivol's fight with Lyndon Arthur was a bit one-sided as well. I mean, he is class.
He is, and it was. And but Lyndon, if you watch, I mean, I watched the fight very closely, and I watched it back again. He takes a lot of shots on the gloves and on his arms and elbows, Lyndon. But at the end of the day, he got clipped. He got caught with a good shot, and he done well to get over it. And it was a nice win. I thought. Otti, can't pronounce his name properly. I thought he a monster he is. I mean, it was a tremendous punch that he caught Elisoro with.
Yeah.
In the first round, that was good. And I thought that Daniel Dubois was brilliant. I mean, absolutely improved all his doubters that he does have heart. He was in a tough fight against a guy who's very good with his gamesmanship, with his mental games, and was a tough competitor. And made him fight all the way. I mean, there was only about 18 seconds to go of the last round before he stopped it.
Yeah, it was really, really good. I mean, look, just on the card, Frank, obviously promoters having, coming together for this one, and it was, I think boxing needed it. It was a massive night of boxing. Do you think we'll see more of these type of cards?
Yeah, I mean, we've got a massive big card on the 17th of February out there, which will be a part of the Riyadh Festival. We've got the 4 belts on the line, fight everybody's been waiting for. It's the first time this century that there's been a unification fight of all the heavyweight belts between Tyson Fury and Usyk. So that's a cracker. There'll be a brilliant undercard on that, and we'll be announcing a big show for not long after in March, which will feature AJ as sort his opponent out, and the undercard of that as well.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's great for boxing, seeing all these big fights all of a sudden start happening. And but obviously, you look after Tyson, and he's got a big one coming up against Usyk. Wasn't his best performance against Ngannou, we know that, but he knows going into this one, he's going to be right at it, surely.
Well, he knows better than anybody, and he has to be. But the difference between that and Ngannou is we've all seen Usyk fight. He's seen Usyk fight. We know what he's got, what he does, and with Ngannou, there was no footage of him as a professional boxer. We knew he was tough, we knew he could punch, we knew he could do all those things. No one expected the boxers well they did. Plus, I've got to be honest, Tyson wasn't his best on that. But he's got to be at his best on the 17th, and he's in serious training at the moment, as is Usyk, by the way.
Yeah.
And maybe Usyk might get something from the fight with Ngannou and Tyson. You might see a chink in the armour, who knows? But at the end of the day, it's a cracker, and it is for the 4 belts.
Look, Eddie, his Hearn was obviously there, and he's having a bit of banter, and it's great for boxing. He looks after AJ, and the Deontay Wilder fight was a big talking point, but that one now probably could it still happen, Frank?
Look, it may do. It depends what happens with Wilder. Is Wilder going to fight on after that? If he does and comes back with a win, I'm sure it would be looked at to be done again. But at the moment, I don't think he certainly won't be fighting Wilder in the next fight.
what was worrying about Wilder, Frank, is he lost every round, I think, and he was celebrating at the end of the fight. Surely he couldn't have thought he'd won.
He went into this thing in South America. I can't remember what it is. It's some retreat they go to, and they take this drug that's supposed to help you mentally and so forth. And I don't know if that had an effect on him or not. And I'm not looking for excuses for him because the best man won. But he went right through that, and I don't know. Maybe he thought that he was winning. I've got no idea. But the fact was, he was not at the races. And by the way, and Joe didn't let him get to the races. Can't take it away from Joe Parker.
No, he was brilliant. He really was. Daniel Dubois though, he beat obviously Jarrell Miller in fantastic fashion in the end. What's next for him, Daniel Dubois? I like him as a fighter. I think he's got something really special.
Well, he has. He needed that. He needed a confidence booster. I mean, and I know there's a big divide about what happened, but that fight with Usyk, he gave Usyk his toughest fight. He hurt him to the body, and for me that was a legitimate. And the referee giving him nearly 4 minutes to recover was ridiculous, despite the fact that Usyk wanted to fight on at one stage. But anyway, that was gone, and he got a lot of stick afterwards about his desire and and whether he really wanted to be at the top level. Well, he showed that he does, because that was a tough fight. He had to dig deep, he had to grit his teeth, and done all those things. So now, for me, he could fight any of them, any of those guys in the top 10, any of them. Him and AJ would be a good fight.
Yeah.
I'd watch that all day long.
Yeah, absolutely. I would. Yeah, get it in. Can we have it in Wembley Arena, or can we get them back over here, Frank?
Well, we're not forgetting what happens over here. Don't worry about that. We've got a great fight in February as well at the couple box with Hamza Shiraz. He's fighting Liam Williams. That is a cracker of a fight. I really do rate Hamza. And Liam had a good win last time out, so it's going to be a tough fight for him. And it may be a coming of age fight for him. If he comes through that, he'd be quite close to fighting for a world title.
Frank, it don't get much better for you. Light a cigar, get a glass of wine. Arsenal 6 points clear of Man City on Boxing Day.
I lit a massive lardy. I mean, it does. I mean, the weekend for me was just a joy. I mean, even the Liverpool game, I celebrated the fact, and that was the draw, but they played well. They played a game. They done a different Daniel Dubois and showed a lot of grit.
Yeah. I see you trying to get Ronaldo to sign for Arsenal. It's not happening, Frank.
Well, I asked him for his autograph, and he tumbled it was a contract.
Frank, I really appreciate you coming on. Thanks, Frank. Well done on that card. It was fantastic.